All right, now we are going to do a chain. Now the friends that I've taught in person have done the chain for about a week at a time to practice, okay? So once you get your slip knot, then you're going to practice the chain. And you can do those two in the same day if you're able, and if not, just practice that slip knot over and over and then get started on the chain, okay? The chain is one of the basic things you need to know for crochet. So you take your hook, and you see how my hook is turned right here with the hook facing out, okay? When you loop it under your hook, you slowly turn your hook to pull it through, and when you pull it out, you turn it again. So you turn it and pull it. Now, as you go, you want to move your finger up that holds your yarn. Now, there are many ways to hold your yarn, so you have to figure out which way works for you the best. And mine is holding my work with my ring finger and my thumb and holding my yarn between these two, kind of like a cigarette. Hopefully that's not offensive to anyone, but you hold your work here with your ring finger and your thumb, and you hold your yarn between these two fingers. I'm not sure what else to describe it as. So, your chain is you loop under and your hook slowly turns and it comes back through the little loop that you're in. You're in this loop here. You move your fingers up, loop under, and go through. Okay? And your hook kind of turns as you're going. You turn your hook and do your chain. Your hooks kind of twist in your hand, and then when you pull it through the hole, it twists back up. You kind of have to twist your wrist a little to make it twist. And this will make your chain much easier to do. Okay, so you're going to do your chain. You can do a couple of chains before you move your fingers up. And then you come back. You got your chain here that you've been working on. And you grab your yarn here. You loop under your yarn. Hook around it. Pull it through your loop that you're in. Hook around your yarn. Pull it through the loop. Hook around your yarn and pull it through the loop. Now if you see, the further away from my fingers this chain gets, the looser the holes are in the chain. I'm going to stay right there and try to do another one. And so it gets looser and looser away from your hook, and you don't really want that because you don't have any control of what's going on out here. So you want to grab it here, loop around and pull it through the hole, loop around, you go under your yarn, pull it through, and pull it through the loop. Now see what happened is I have 3 really loose stitches right here because I didn't move my fingers up. You see the difference in that? And then it went tight again when I grabbed it. So you always want to try to grab your work right where you're working, especially in the chain, because the chain goes a little crazy. So grab your work, put your hook under, twist it around as you come around, and it will more easily come through your loop. So you got your hook under your yarn, kind of twist your wrist there, and you pull it through. Now I want you to practice making chains for as long as you need to until this becomes very easy for you to do. Practice your chains. It's muscle memory. So if you'll just practice making lots of chains, You can make beautiful things for your hair. You could clip something on it. You could make a bracelet. You can make a necklace. Or you can just make chains and use them later for something else. Or just have them. Or just pull them out when you're done. So the option is there for whatever you want to do. Okay? So practice those chains. And then when you're comfortable with that, come back for the next lesson of single crochet. This particular set of videos is especially for the very new beginner, super beginner crocheter. So if this is helpful, just give it a like and give it a subscribe. I'm going to do a whole series on the super beginner crochet lessons. So continue to look for more videos, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.